Good morning, everyone. My name's Ken West, and I'm Director of Education for 365hair.com. We work with salon owners all over this country, helping them and their teams to grow better businesses. And what I'm doing during this recent lockdown is putting together a few videos just to give you some tips and advice and some ideas for when you get back into your salons. So, what I'm going to do today is to discuss how you pay your teams. And it's very interesting how pay systems have evolved over the years. And what I often find is that although salon owners think that their team understand exactly how they get paid, quite often when I speak to the team, they don't understand at all. So, what I'm going to do is ask you firstly, how did you create your pay structure in the first place? And this is always quite interesting because often we inherit it from a previous owner, someone that owned the business before you. We take over the business and we carry on paying in the same way that they did, not necessarily in our control and not necessarily an effective pay structure. Quite often, people adopt the pay structure that they received when they were working for someone else. Quite possibly they didn't even understand it fully then, but they carry on because it's all they know. Often pay structures evolve over the years with people adding on bits here and there that they think is a good idea at the time, but when they look back on it, it just makes a system more and more complicated as the years go by. We pinch ideas from someone else because theirs seems better than us, so we think we'll have a go at it. And quite often, we've got no idea where our pay structure came from, and we just pay it. The challenge with this is the odds are that your team don't understand it either, and this is what I want to talk about today. Because for a pay structure to be really effective, you need to keep it simple. If a team can't easily connect what they do, the customers they serve, and the money they generate in the salon with exactly what they earn, then they don't realise that their earnings are absolutely in their control. And often stylists ask for more money when all they need to understand is how they can get more money themselves by changing their performance within the salon. Now, we recommend that you pay for weekly, which may seem strange, but because months aren't the same length, then if you're going to offer a guarantee or a basic or anything like that for a month, it will change month on, month out. So it's important to understand that there are other ways to pay people. And paying for weekly, it's known as a lunar month, is quite acceptable. And any payroll package will accept it. And for those of you that remember those days when we used to have little books where we had pay slips that we used to give to the Inland Revenue with the NI contributions at the end of the month, there was always 13 in those little books. And I always used to think that was in case you messed one up, you had a spare one. But in fact, that's because the HMRC absolutely accept 4 weekly pay and 13, therefore 13 pay periods a year. The great thing about 4 weekly pay is that you're always looking at the same time span. And you can always set up your pay so that it works on 4 fully inclusive weeks. So you're never finishing a pay program, a pay period in the middle of a week or halfway through a month or anything like that. You can work it absolutely in 4 weekly periods. This is something that we also suggest, that instead of paying your team a basic plus commission, and the words are really important here, that you offer them a guarantee or a percentage of their sales, whichever is the greater. So we're not paying a basic plus, we're paying a guarantee or. Now this way, your team can absolutely connect all the commissions they earn to the work that they generate in the salon. However, it's important to know that there's a point at which the commission they earn becomes greater than the amount of money that you guaranteed them. And we know you have to offer a guarantee to comply with at least with minimum wage. So this slide here very simply explains to you how you can work out what they need to generate, what your team need to generate in a period so that their commission becomes greater than their guarantee. This is nowhere near as complicated as you may think it looks initially. I've got a stylist here that I've offered a guarantee of £1,600 per period. This isn't weekly, this is per period, so this is for 4 weeks. Or a commission of 33%, and this rate varies in different salons. And at 365, when we're working with our members, we will make sure that they're paying the right commission rate that works within the finances of their salon. But this is a very common commission rate, to pay 33%. So if I've got a guarantee or 33%, I can literally calculate 1,600, which is our guarantee, divided by the commission rate, 33, gives me 4,848. If I multiply that by 100, this will give me the amount of professional sales that a stylist needs to generate net of VAT, after which their commission will become greater than their guarantee. So we're not paying one plus the other, we're paying either or, the guarantee or the commission, whichever is greater. But it's really important that your stylists absolutely understand that they get commission on every single client they serve, not only the clients that they've served after they've hit a particular number. Now remember, the guarantee is for a fully worked period and not per week. This is because if you've got what we refer to as a roller coaster stylist, quite often you can end up throwing good money after bad. But we explain that for members in our program. But we would absolutely recommend you guarantee the period and not the week. We also recommend that your pay slips clearly itemise exactly how a salary is calculated, because if it does that, the stylists connect and they understand how they can earn more money. Now, let's explain that to you. If a stylist commission is below their guarantee, then the salon effectively adds extra money to bring them up to their guarantee. Now, if your stylists aren't aware of that, then they don't know that is going on, and you're carrying them. And we recommend that you show this amount that you're actually, the amount that you're using to bring them up to their guarantee. We recommend that you show that to them on your pay slips. And again, we explain that fully when we're working with our members at 365. The team can personally track their take-ins and they can calculate their commissions. And we use a system in 365 to help them to do that. And then they have the information that they can connect the money that they've generated in the salon exactly to the commissions that they're earning that are showed on their pay slips. And this is the sort of tool that we provide with our members in 365. It's a very simple book that your stylists complete, and it shows them exactly how they can earn money. So it's quite simply, at the end of this, we suggest that you create a very simple pay structure. Keep it simple. Combine a simple pay structure with a logical price structure and a set of clearly defined promotion criteria. That's how your guys can move from, say, level 1 to level 2, or level 2 to a level 3. And your team have control over what they earn. If their pay slips show them exactly the commission they've earned on their professional sales and their retail sales, and any additional amount that you've had to give to bring them up to their guarantee, then they understand how they earn. They understand how every client will produce an amount of money for them. And they also then understand how working harder and producing more money and selling more can affect their income. They can even calculate it accurately. And it's really important that a stylist can calculate and understand exactly what they're going to earn. So keep it simple and you will create an effective pay structure. Now, if you want to know more about what we do and how we can help you, these are the details about 365hair.com, and just drop us a line, info@365hair. We will tell you what we do. But I hope that you found this information helpful. And as I said, keep it simple. And if you want to change your pay in any way, shape or form, now is the time to do it. With April coming up, you've got a new minimum wage coming in. You need to understand exactly how that is going to affect what your teams need to generate to make them cost effective in your salary, in your salon. And also remember, just in case you're not aware, that from April this year, it is currently planned that living wage will apply to stylists 23 and above, whereas previously it was team members only 25 and above. So that will absolutely affect the costs in your salon. So you need to understand this. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed that little bit of information, and I will see you again during the next few weeks of lockdown. Take care and stay safe.